Hi, it's KCCK's Culture Crawl. I'm Dennis Green, and my guest today is Steve Shanley. It is municipal band season again. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
And we kind of talk a little bit about each concert the day before your first of your two shows. Kind of do this throughout the summer, through the season, mainly on Tuesdays, I think is when this will generally happen. So anything new with the Muni Band this season? Anything that has changed as you embark on a new season?
Well, we'll be back to more or less our full size. Last summer we were down a little bit to kind of allow for more distancing. So we're kind of back to the usual size band that people are used to. And we ended the season on the band shell last year. We started it spread out in parking lots,
right.
But we'll start on the shell. So hopefully it's going to be a season a little bit more like what people are used to.
It is. We almost don't remember what it was like to do things the old way, the pre-COVID way.
Agreed. And one of the things that we were most excited about that emerged out of the COVID challenges is that we are live streaming on Facebook every concert.
Oh, going to continue that. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So we got the equipment and the knowledge. By we, I don't include myself in that. I don't know how to do any of that, but Justin Comer and his crew do a great job of getting some audio and video, and so people all over the world can enjoy our performances.
Yeah, that is kind of the hidden blessing to these last couple of years is we learned how to do things differently or add things that are different, and we're keeping the ones that make sense.
Yes, for sure. And yeah, we've kind of combined the best of the old and the best of the new, and hopefully this will be the strongest municipal band season yet.
All right. Well, the first concert is this week, 2 sessions as usual on Wednesdays and Sundays. So what have you decided to lead off with?
We've got Wednesday, the 8th, at the History Center. Very cool venue there with a nice parking structure right next to it. So easy parking, easy attendance, lots of scenic places to set up and enjoy that. And then on Sunday the 12th at Bever Park, at our usual location at Bever Park. So a nice opening week, and we're going to feature my old friend and mentor David Lang. Back in 1999, I student taught with him. And
in Independence.
In Independence, yeah. And we knew each other a little bit leading up to that. I had worked for his jazz camp when I was an undergraduate student, and then wanted to student teach with him. And in addition to being one of the finest educators that the state has seen, he just retired about a year ago. He also is a world-class euphonium player. And he was the winner of the very first Leonard Falcone International Euphonium Competition back in the 1980s. And he's one of those individuals. There's a kind of a joke among the band director community. We refer to it as band director chops, meaning most of us were able to play pretty well our instruments when we were 18 to 22 and practicing and playing in ensembles in college. And then you graduate, and then you start teaching as a band director, and you don't do those things anymore.
You hardly ever play again.
You don't play as much, and if you do, it just, everything doesn't work kind of how it always did in the past. And there are just a very select few people who the band director chops do not seem to affect them. And the band director chops did not affect David Lang. He could always play the euphonium dazzlingly well. And then since he retired, this has been kind of a project for him to really up his game and practice a lot every day. So he's great even when he doesn't practice. And so you can imagine when he does what he's got to offer. So he found a really cool piece to feature him on euphonium, and he also, I think it was about 20 or 25 years ago when he was visiting Europe with the Iowa Ambassadors of Music, he got into the Alpine Horn, which you'll remember from those Ricola commercials, the very long, and if you play euphonium or trombone, it's kind of a similar amount of tubing for the Alpine Horn.
Oh, okay.
And
all right. Just straight instead of bent.
And no valves. So he kind of took that on as a hobby and has at least one. And he asked if I would be up for including a little Alphorn piece as well. So you're going to hear some of that. Last time he joined the band to play Alphorn, he had a pretty interesting costume that he donned for it. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to have time to do that or not this time.
Well, I was going to ask if this was the first time that the municipal band has featured Alphorn, and it's not.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he did it back when I was playing in the band and Morgan Jones was the conductor, and I think I may have arranged the piece, if I remember correctly. No, so he's done it before, but it has been a while, and it'll be a huge hit. So we've got that, and also some music from Sing, the children's
the movie,
the animated movie. So yeah, usually try and get at least one of those every week, and so yeah, looking forward to getting things started right here with week 1.
So Wednesday at the History Center and Sunday at Bever Park, both shows at 7:30. Yes,
7:30, and I encourage you on the Sunday show at Bever Park to show up at 6:30. We've got a concert by the Cedar Rapids Metro Youth Wind Ensemble. And that is a group made up of all of the finest high school band students in the area. And we've got all the high schools represented, and including out into Center Point and Monticello and so forth. So that'll be a great way to get that evening started as well. You'll see some fine high school talent, and that group will be under the direction of Jared Wacker from Kennedy High School and Darren
Washington. He moved.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
Yes, thank you for correcting me on that. And Darren Jimerson from Prairie.
All right. And if people want more information about this or any of the other concerts in the season, they can visit your website, which is
crmuniband.org. If you do a Google search for Cedar Rapids Band, we're usually the first hit. And also come find us on Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, and that's where also you can go if the weather's looking a little iffy. You can check for those last-minute updates, right?
Facebook and the website both get updated pretty quickly if there needs to be cancellation of any sort.
All right. Well, Steve, thanks. Come back next week, and let's talk about week 2.
Thanks, Dennis.
You can hear the Culture Crawl live on the radio many weekdays at 10:20, or download the podcast, watch or listen on your own schedule at kcck.org/culture, or however you get your podcasts. I'm Dennis Green, and I'll talk to you later.